to the vlog.
My friends, it is year 13, week number 652. I just finished up with week number 2 of my new sewing class. Last week was my first week of this new class that I signed up for. It's a once a week sewing class that goes for 4 weeks straight, and each class is a 3-hour session where over the course of all of the classes they teach you how to sew. And so last week we made drawstring bag. That was like the most basic project that we worked on. And then this week, the project of the week was a small pencil pouch. There's like a slightly different modified technique that you have to take when you sew on zippers onto anything. So that was kind of the main focus of today, is just learning how to attach zippers to fabric. This right here, my friends, this is what I created today. This is a little pouch. It could probably fit some pens in there, just some supplies. And what I like about this in particular is that out of all the fabric styles that they had, I specifically chose this one because it's kind of a heavier weight denim. A lot of the other ones they had, they were like flimsier, like really thin cotton. And so I went with this one, and I especially like this like contrasting green zipper that they had. I am really improved. Considering that it was only 1 day of sewing, I really improved my stitch quality, I would say. This is like the tricky part right here, is stitching that straight line, because you don't want to grab these teeth of the zipper here. And then basically from the inside, you just kind of do a straight stitch all along the edges here. Then you flip it inside out and you've got yourself the pouch with the zipper on this end here. Like I messed up the stitching on one single part where it went a little bit crooked in one of these corners, but it's, I don't think it's anything that's that big of a deal. So next week, this right here, I bought this online, and this is like one of those, they call this like a sewing pattern. This is my first time ever buying one of these. I bought it online, and basically this is like a blueprint for sewing different types of clothing. So it comes with these really thin tracing paper type of things, which has basically the cutout of a pants or shirt or whatever it is that you're trying to make. In this case, you can see here, there's the blueprints for making all these different pieces of clothing here. And my goal with this whole thing is, for my final project for sewing class, is I'm gonna create a pair of drawstring pants. This is like one of the most basic pieces of clothing that you can sew from scratch, because it doesn't involve any sort of like intricate parts or weird, and it's just like a very basic thing to cut and sew. So right now I'm gonna go back into the garment district, and I'm gonna go to a fabric store to try to find fabric to make my pants, bring it home, and then tonight I'm gonna spend some time pinning this up, cutting it out so that it's ready to go for the next class. Okay, I'm walking over to the store right now. I've changed my mind about the, I'll show you guys the sewing pattern. I was originally gonna do pants, but I've decided that I'm gonna switch it up and I'm gonna make a pair of shorts instead. It looks more simple to make, less materials required to make it, and I feel that if it's like actually nice, like the final product is actually good, I think I'm far more likely to wear a pair of shorts that I make than a pair of pants. It's like the same exact materials, but just like less stuff, because you don't need to make pants, essentially. Okay, so here's what we ended up getting. I went to 2 different stores. First, this is just I wanted like a dark olive green sort of a color, so we went with this. It's just 100% cotton. It has like a very light pattern to it. I don't know if you can even see the texture on there, but it's just a super solid, slightly heavy, 100% cotton with a slight like kind of a diagonal pattern in the, it's like woven into the cotton itself. Part of the design of this thing is there's like a slight trim that goes around the border of like where the leg opening is. I have to read like how this all works, but basically I believe what this is it's like a strip of fabric that goes around the hem of where the like the leg opening, where the fabric ends. This kind of like borders the whole thing, so it kind of like goes around the pant leg. That's what this is here, and this is just like a dark gray sort of color, so it'll be like a contrasting color with the green. This is just a basic 1/2 inch stretchy elastic thing, so this will go into the waistband, so it'll be like a pull-up shorts. And then this here is just like a cotton, this feels like a really thick shoelace. You pull up the pants, there's like elastic in the waistband, and then this is to like on your pants so you can like tie it off. So those are the materials there, and I tried to coordinate everything so it all goes together with the green of the shorts. All right, my friends. So I have everything that I purchased here, including the fabric right here. This is that this thing that I was talking about earlier. And then the accessories right here. So we have all of the stuff. And right now I'm going to take this. This is the blueprint thing that I purchased. And we're going to cut this out, cut out the fabric, and pin everything all together to form the, I guess, the fabric cutouts of what we're trying to make here. So I'm going to do that right now. That's what I'm going to be spending the rest of tonight doing. This is my first time ever doing anything like this before, so I need to take a lot of time. It's going to require a lot of YouTube tutorials and just reading a lot of material on how to do this before I start cutting anything. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching. This has been year 13, week number 653. Next week will be week number 654.